Welcome back to The Explainer. So today, we're going to break down a completely new formula for YouTube success. And get this, it doesn't require a camera, a studio, or even your own voice. Just how successful are we talking? Well, let's start with a number. 8 million. Yup, 8 million views. And that was on a channel's very first video. This wasn't some lucky one-off viral hit. Nope. It's the result of a really powerful new strategy that's, well, it's basically flipping the whole idea of content creation on its head. And that brings us to this idea. YouTube today is not about luck, it's about psychology. See, the source material we're digging into today argues that success on the platform is now predictable, and AI has completely changed the game. So what's the secret sauce here? Okay, so the secret, it's all about something called the faceless YouTube channel. This used to be a tiny little niche, but now, thanks to AI, it has absolutely exploded into a huge industry. So what is a faceless channel? Well, it's a channel where the creator never shows their face or even uses their own voice. Everything, the script, the visuals, the voiceover, is all generated by AI. And think about what that does. It just completely removes the biggest hurdles for so many people who want to create, right? You don't need fancy gear, you don't need to be comfortable on camera. It totally levels the playing field. And the whole workflow is surprisingly simple. I mean, look at this. It's basically 4 steps. First, you generate your idea and script with something like ChatGPT. Then you create an AI voiceover with a tool like 11 Labs. After that, you get your AI visuals from Google Gemini. And finally, you just edit and publish, maybe using something like v.io for subtitles. A process that used to be a 10-hour slog can now be done in minutes. It's wild. All right, let's dive into the first big strategy here. It's called the AI persona. So instead of being totally faceless, what if you actually created a face, but an AI-generated one? Yeah, think of it like you're a movie director and you're creating a character from scratch. You could design, say, an elderly philosopher or a really wise mentor figure, someone who can share life advice that, people are just psychologically wired to listen to. And there's proof this works. One channel literally created a 73-year-old AI avatar, a wise elder, just to share life lessons. This is so smart because it taps directly into our psychology. We're just built to trust and value wisdom that comes from older figures. It's a known bias. And this really shows how the whole AI toolkit comes together. You use a tool like HeyGen for the avatar, 11 Labs for that perfect voice, ChatGPT pumps out the scripts, v.io handles the subtitles, and you can even use Google Gemini for the thumbnails. The entire character, the whole personality, built from the ground up with AI tools. Okay, so that's the AI persona. Super powerful stuff. But let's move on to our second big idea, which is, honestly, it's probably one of the easiest and most scalable formats on the entire platform. It's called infinite list content. And the name says it all. We're talking videos that are just lists. Lists of all the world's religions, every mythical creature, every single collapsed empire, all the hidden features of the human body. You get the idea. The beauty here is that it's nearly limitless. You can make these lists about history, science, tech, whatever. You'll literally never run out of ideas. And the numbers for this kind of content are just insane. Take a look at this. One channel, The Paint Explainer, has pulled in an estimated $7.5 million in 2 years, just by making list videos. Another one got 4.1 million views with just 12 videos. It just goes to show how hungry people are for this kind of content. And what's really wild is how simple the production is. I mean, we're talking minimal effort here. A lot of the time, it's just text on a screen, maybe a little zoom effect on the current list item. That's it. But the psychological hook is so strong. You just have to see the whole list, right? It keeps people watching right to the end. All right, now for our third and final strategy. And this one is kind of like something out of science fiction. We're talking about cloning the voices of history. Yeah, you heard that right. Using AI voice synthesis to have famous historical figures, think investors, authors, scientists, narrate their own wisdom. Just imagine Albert Einstein explaining physics to you, or Warren Buffett walking you through his investment secrets, or Napoleon Hill teaching you his principles of success, all in their own voice. It's incredibly powerful and gives the content instant authority. And surprise, surprise, it's proven to be super effective. Just look at these numbers. A cloned Warren Buffett, 700,000 views in just 3 weeks. Napoleon Hill, 266,000 subscribers. It even works when you translate their voices into new languages.
a Hindi version of Napoleon Hill's voice pulled in over 1.2 million views. That's just incredible.
So the big takeaway here is that this idea goes way beyond just finance gurus. I mean, think about it. You could have Isaac Newton explain gravity to students. You could let ancient philosophers share their ideas. You could even clone scientists like Nikola Tesla to talk about his inventions. It's a total game changer for making education more engaging.
Okay, so we've talked about all these amazing tools, all these automated strategies, and it naturally leads to a really big, important question about the future of all this.
So, is human creativity just obsolete now? With AI this powerful, is there even a point to the human creator anymore? Well, the source material we've been looking at argues no, the exact opposite, actually.
Because here's the thing, the power of these tools gets multiplied by 100, 1,000 when there's a truly creative mind driving them. See, everybody has access to the tech, so the difference between a video that goes viral and one that gets 10 views, it's not the tool. It's the psychology, it's the storytelling, it's that unique human idea that you put into the prompt.
So, at the end of the day, AI provides the results, sure, but you provide the direction. The creative mind is the engine. AI is just a powerful co-pilot, but the human creator, you're still the one charting the course. The strategy, the vision, the direction, that still has to come from us. And that's really what matters.